Hey guys, this is Seibon with Mod in Japan, and today we're going to talk about the Tacoma and carbon fiber. Why it's a good idea and why you would want to get some Seibon carbon fiber onto your Tacoma, even if it's for an off-road build. So you might ask, why are we doing carbon fiber if it's going to be an off-road rig, considering that carbon fiber's function is to be lightweight and it tends to be a little bit more on the brittle side of things, especially if you're going to take it into the great outdoors. So today we're going to talk about one of our main sponsors, Seibon. We've been working with Seibon for the better part of 12 years, and we have some carbon fiber goodies on our truck. So we're gonna go take a walk and take a look at the carbon fiber bits on our Tacoma and go into the reasons why you should consider putting those parts on yours. So let's first take a look at the hood. You might wonder, if you're gonna go off-roading, why you would want a carbon fiber hood on a Tacoma, considering you're probably gonna scratch it up and be in dirt and all sorts of bad environments. Aesthetically, it's very pretty. We see it on all sorts of cars and vehicles, especially in the automotive world. It's structurally very lightweight and very rigid, so it's a very durable material, but it does have a clear coat and a resin that is susceptible to scratches. Let's talk about why you would want a carbon fiber hood on a Tacoma. So this particular one has a vent, so we have increased cooling for the engine itself. Also, this is going to be a lighter weight in comparison to the actual hood of the car, which is extraordinarily heavy. And why is that relevant? So the Tacoma itself has, quite frankly, very little horsepower. So it doesn't have a lot of get up and go to begin with. So by decreasing the overall weight of the truck, you get a little bit more get up and go. Now, what's even more important and probably overlooked is that the weight is not just light, it's also where that weight is. This hood happens to be at a higher point of center of gravity for the truck. So when you have something weight that's higher, you basically have more sway like a pendulum. So by reducing the overall weight at a higher center of gravity, you're not going to be cornering very hard, but in daily driving situations, you're going to feel less body roll. Now, and if you're going to go wheeling or off-roading, there's less likelihood of tipping over because now you've reduced that weight. So from a functional perspective, it's not just pretty, it actually does serve a role, which is that center of gravity. Now, I do want to talk about something really important. Carbon fiber hoods always have a potential to pop up. The hood latch could theoretically break from some impact or that. I've personally run cars over the years without hood latches with no incident, but either way, if you're gonna be putting a carbon fiber hood on a Tacoma or an off-road rig, you're gonna be in very bumpy situations, especially when you're wheeling. So I would highly suggest, just for your personal peace of mind, to get hood latches. It's just a good precaution to have. And honestly, when you're doing service and maintenance, it's not that big of a deal to open and close these. These are the Aero Catch ones, and I think they look really pretty, but it doesn't really matter what type of hood latch that you're using. As long as you have hood latches, I would highly suggest you have one for off-road. So that's the hood, and now we'll move on to the next component, and I'll be really honest, carbon fiber fenders, they're just aesthetics. The actual OEM ones are made of plastic, they don't weigh anything, so you're actually adding weight to it. But they're just really pretty. So from a functional perspective, I could get into how it aerodynamically is better or whatever. It's just pretty. That's what we have. But I do want to talk a little bit about durability. So carbon fiber itself is generally, there's a layer of resin during the production, and then there's a minor clear coat over it. And if you want to maximize the carbon fiber's quality over time, just because an off-road rig or a Tacoma is going to spend a lot of times outdoors, direct in the sunlight, you're going to be susceptible to oxidization. So there is generally in the clear coat, there's a UV chemical that's designed to block UV. But one other thing you could do if you really want to maximize the life of the carbon fiber before you get the oxidization is look for a ceramic coat. You could take it to a paint shop and have a nice thick layer of clear coat, but there's generally a higher cost to that. But for you DIYers, you could buy a really inexpensive ceramic coat on Amazon or anywhere else, and then you can apply it to your carbon fiber. And then now you have a protective layer that prevents oxidization, and you just maintain it with a spray over time. Now you're probably wondering about installation. So the hood itself is extraordinarily simple. It's just an unbolt and replace, and then just drilling for the hood pins, which again, it's not difficult to do, it's a little tedious. You just have to basically put the hood pins in there, latch, and then put it down and mark where you need to drill, and that's pretty much it. When it comes to Aero Catch, it has a template for you to basically cut out that overall shape and bolt it in, so very simple. Now, if we look at the fenders, so The fenders themselves, if you have an OEM front bumper, we have a replacement Southern SSO bumper in the front, so it's a little bit trimmed. If you have OEM, then it's just a bolt-on. You unbolt the existing and then bolt on the new ones. Seibon comes with already the OEM mounting position, so it's very, very straightforward and simple. The only difference with our installation is that with this front bumper, you basically have to shorten it, but again, you just take any a Dremel and then cut this out to shape, and then the backside mates onto the OEM position. So in terms of difficulty, this is super straightforward. If you're mechanically inclined or not even mechanically inclined, as long as you're patient, you'll be able to do all these installations by yourself. Only other piece of advice I would suggest for the install part is get blue painter's tape, and you basically line out where you want to do it. And the saying is measure twice, cut once. So you want to measure out where you want to physically cut, painter tape it down just so that it doesn't fray, and then you'll get a nice clean cut unlike this fender. So that's it for our review for Seibon on the Toyota Tacoma. If you'd like to purchase this hood or these fenders, I'll have links to our website below in the description. Let us know what you want to know about carbon fiber. I know that out there in the world, there's a lot of people asking about maintenance or how to repair or refinish carbon fiber. So let us know in the comments below what you'd like to see in the next video and we can cover that. Again, thank you for watching. We really appreciate your support. And by buying stuff from us or liking, subscribing, and following this channel, it'll enable us to do more videos. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.